Hey, what's up, good people? Shelby here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for coming. And if you are a returning viewer or an existing subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back too. I apologize for my background noise. You cannot see them, but there are animals all over the house right now. So if you hear them in the background, don't trip. In any case, today I wanted to go in with something that's super beginner friendly and super easy. Hello, Lincoln. Super easy and definitely focusing on skin because I feel like one, for beginners, the skin is where you win, right? And that rhyme. Skin is where you win. And I want to show you how you can win. We're going to do simple skin, simple eyes, but a whole lot of fly, okay? If you have not already subscribed to my channel and if you would like to see how this is going to go down to the bottom, hit like, hit comment, subscribe, and let's hop into it. Okay, so for my beginners out there or for my existing, makeup folks that already kind of know what's going on, they know the tea, but you just want to try something new. Today, I'm going to go in, like I said, with something simple, something super skin focused, and something that I think is going to be really easy to do, probably in under 15 to 20 minutes, honestly. I haven't timed it, but I think it's going to be a winner. So there's a couple of new products that I have in front of me, and I will tell you about them as we go. Now, we're not going to do a whole lot of highlighting and contouring, but we are going to trick the eye and in minimal steps get the maximum payout, if that makes sense. Does that sound like a sales pitch? Good, because it is. I want you to keep watching, okay? Okay. First things first, I want to show you my current sunscreen of choice, Unseen Sunscreen from Supergoop. It has SPF 40, and it's a really great base for foundation, and it's also just really good on your skin. It actually even has a little bit of a blurring effect in it, which is great. For today, however, though, I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to go in with this really cool sample I got from Sephora on my last visit / haul. This is from Boscia. Boscia is a really great skincare brand. They have some really dope stuff in their skincare line. Really good for your skin. Good toners, good cleansers. They have a really great melt-off formula for taking makeup off at the end of the day. I really like Boscia. But this is a new skin perfecting BB cream. Now, of course, it's a BB cream, so it's sheerer, so more of your skin will show through, which is not a bad thing. And they don't have the best range of colors, but they do have a good number of colors. So I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna go in with this one right here, which is called Newport. And then before I hop into the actual Newport situationship, I'm going to prime my skin. I'm going to prime my skin with this really cute little tester of the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. Now, this primer, I should probably pull up the claims. It's a perfecting coconut face primer. It's called Undercover. It's supposed to be invisible. Hello, dog. I like minis like this because you're never really sure if you want to commit to a primer or foundation. And sometimes by the time you actually finish the container, you may also be done with the foundation or the concealer or whatever you bought. I've hit pan on eyeshadow palettes before, but I don't think I've ever gone all the way through like a primer or a foundation. So anyways, when I look at a sample, let's see this. Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, okay, Marc Jacobs, okay. If I go through the mini or the smaller travel size and I still want more, then I'll go and buy more. So I guess that I'll call that a tip for new makeup wearers. Don't just buy the big size just because you're gonna buy the big size. Like, it's not really always necessary. You might not like it by the time you get to the end, or you might be ready to try something new, because Lord knows there's a million things in the market right now, like literally a million things. So next, I'm going to go in with some Fenty Beauty concealer, and I'm going to use this in the shade 360. It is very similar to my skin tone. It has a neutral undertone, but it's also got some yellow in there, which is good for my skin. And I'm going to put this underneath my eye, and I'm going to cover any dark spots. You can also color correct, but since I'm looking for a skin-like finish, I don't necessarily need it to be flawless. If you would like it to be flawless, you can definitely color correct, but for the purposes of this, for the simplicity and for the everyday wearability of it all, I don't really want to put time aside for color correcting. So let's go ahead and go under the eye and on some dark spots. And per Jackie's most recent concealer how-to, I'm not going to make the giant triangle. I don't think I need it. I'm just gonna cover the spots that I think I need to cover. Are y'all ready for all these foundations that have been released? Like, there's always a lot of stuff in the market, but there's like a whole lot of stuff. Pat McGrath is trying to play me. I ordered my stuff the day it launched. The day it launched. I still haven't released it. I don't know if I got bumped to the bottom of the list for some reason, or if there was like some kind of sorting that happened. All I know is that for me to have ordered the day it released and still not have it, what, like 2 weeks later? That hurts my feelings, fam. Like, I feel like I need to get a free lipstick or something. I don't know. I need compensation from my pain and suffering. Pain and suffering being watching everybody else review the foundation but me, even though I stayed up to order it. Just saying, the world's not fair. It's not fair, guys. Just a call out for my Fenty. This is in the shade 360. I wear shade 380 or 385, so you can go up 2 shades more depending on what kind of lightness you want under your eye. Since I'm kind of color correcting, concealing underneath, I'm okay with it being brighter, but if you blend, then you don't get nearly as much contrast. So just, that's a shout out. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my Basha. This is that free sample in the shade Newport. And there's not a whole lot in the little sample baggie, but I still don't know if I like this. So I'm good with there being only a little bit. This has SPF 30 and it's a broad spectrum BB cream. Oh, that was a lot. There's a lot in there. It's watery. Watery's not bad. I wasn't really prepared for watery. So coverage wise, as far as choosing your tools, you can do this with your finger, pat it on. You can use your beauty blender and put it on. If you would like it to be more full coverage or as full coverage as a BB cream can be, then you will use a brush. And if you would like it to be a little thinner, you can use a beauty blender. It smells good, but it smells like they were just trying to cover the sunscreen smell, honestly. Ooh, and it's running off my hand. Okay. Ooh, this might be too light for me. I'm going to mix in some La Jolla, which is the darkest one. This reminds me a little bit of the Lancome skin, what is it called? Skin tint. The texture really reminds me of that. See, there they are together. Okay, that's not that bad. It's really shiny. Like, I would not wear this. Did I say this is my first impression with this? I would not wear this particular product by itself. I guess we'll see if I would actually even wear it again. I think that aside from being shiny, as it sets, it doesn't look bad, actually. It's just, and it did do some skin tinting. Like I said, it does remind me of the Lancome skin tint. But I feel like their colors are better. And I feel like there might be a little bit more coverage and less shine. Like, I don't mind glow, but this look greasy. I'm always down to try new products, but if you were going to duplicate this particular routine, I would say that you should use something like the Lancome Skin Tint, the Marc Jacobs Shameless foundation, or thin out something you already like your Fenty foundation. I do like using my Fenty for this particular routine, but it was nice to try something new. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty in the shade Honey, and I'm not gonna put any concealer actually under my eyes, any additional concealer. I'm gonna let the powder do the work for me of lightening the areas of my face that I would like to be lighter. So I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender, or you can take a new beauty blender, or you can take a brush, whatever you like. And I'm gonna pat off the excess on my hand, and I'm gonna press it right underneath my eye. I'm going for a more gold tone powder, so that it will be golden in that area of my face. I'm gonna go get some more powder. And I'm gonna press this in, and I'm not gonna dust it away. I'm pretty much just putting powder in this space in the middle of my face so that I can get the kind of lightness that I'm looking for without having to do a concealer layer and then a color correcting layer, and it's gonna help keep the foundation in place, or the BB cream, or whatever you choose to use. I'm also going to take the same powder again, and I'm going to do some reverse contouring. So with reverse contouring, I'm essentially going to accentuate my cheekbone by putting this lighter powder down here and letting it sit for a little bit. So again, dipping into the powder, I'm just going to pull one of those. Now, if you need more contrast, you can always go in with a lighter powder. This is definitely more golden, but I do like the way this looks. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bronze. And I chose a bronzer that is deep enough. It also has a little bit of red in it. This is the Kylie bronzer in the shade Tawny Mami. I'm just going to pretty much go here, which is in the line with my jaw. And when you put it here, it's going to double as a bronzer, but also as a blush. And that's what I want. Using the fluffy brush, I'm just going to go over my transition. So pretty much where the colors meet. So in the front, on my forehead, I have the lighter tone powder and I have the bronzer. And again, on the side of my face, I also have the lighter tone bronzer and the powder. And I just want to smooth everything out. There's no new product on the brush. You could add a little bit of another press pot. No need to add anything different. We just want to get rid of any harsh lines. See? Last step for the face, as it sits right now, is to go in with your highlighter. And you could do this before or after you spray. I like to do it before. I don't know why. I think because I just don't like waiting to do my highlight. But I'm essentially going up here to the top of my cheekbone where that ocular bone starts to connect. And I'm just brushing this color, this highlight, across that space. You could also do this with a fan brush. You could also do it with your fingers. Personal choice. Put a little bit of highlight on the nose and then also here on the bridge. You always want to make sure that there's space between the highlight here on the bridge and the tip because you don't want a landing strip down the middle of your nose. That's a no-no. I also love colored highlighters, but be careful putting colored highlighters on the bridge of your nose. If you have a pink or a purple or even like a deeper toned highlight, don't put it in the middle of your face or don't put a lot of it because you can see that color change on your face, especially if you're in the light, and it's not as flattering as it would be if you chose another color, okay? And if you don't over mattify your face, then the shine from your own skin underneath, like in this routine, is gonna show through, okay? So it's not necessary for you to always put highlight on your nose. Now, I am a highlight junkie, so I often, I over highlight, I think, but I try to do it with a discerning hand. So that's it for the face. I do need to do my brows, and I can do those pretty quickly, but I'm going to be very delicate with them because it's supposed to be easy and quick, right? I swear the brows, they take more time than everything else. They don't have to. This is the Benefit the Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade, I want to say it's number 5. Yeah, it's number 5. And I'm just going to outline the bottom of the brow. Not sure if you knew with the spoolie though, the purpose of the brush is not just to brush the hairs up, it's also to blend and disperse the product that's in the brow, okay? So if you see gaps, you might need more product, but you also might just need to comb. Okay. All right, so we're gonna hop into the Soft Glam palette from ABH. It looks like this. This is a standard part of their collection, so no worries that it won't be at the store if you need it. But there are also a number of other brands, other products that are a similar color story, so you ain't gotta sweat this one. You could do any one. Ooh, up close and personal though. Face looks pretty good. Like I said, you will still be able to see some of this discoloration because I didn't color correct. But, you know, I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to look nice in the morning and quick. So for this, we're only going to need actually 2 brushes and a finger to get this done. When I concealed my face, I also put concealer on my lid. If you'd like to add some, you absolutely can. I don't really think that I need to though, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna start out with a pointed blender brush and I'm gonna choose my transition shade. I'm gonna go into this orangey color here. It's called Orange Soda. And I'm gonna put this all over my crease. This color, same brush that I'm going to go in with is Sienna. This color right here. I'm going back into my crease just a little bit lower now and adding a little bit of depth. Just sweeping that back and forth, a nice little windshield wiper, you know, swirly situationship. And for my beginners, you can use any set of colors that you like. The key though is to pick complementary colors so that the blending isn't like, it's not like maximum effort DEFCON 5 level blending needed. One, because it's so easy to have lines of demarcation when you do it that way, which means you have harsh lines in your shadow. But it also means it takes more time. And if we're trying to do this quickly, then we need to do it quickly. Next, I'm going to go into Dusty Rose, which is this nice light lavendery color, I guess you could say. And I'm going to use still the same brush. I'm going to pack this all over my lid. So I'm going to go into Rose Pink right here. And I'm going to use my finger. And I'm pretty much just going to take the finger and I'm going to start in the middle of my lid and just pat it on there. Kind of smear / pat and not go all the way up into my crease, but stop just short. And then I'm going to go back with the Dusty Rose and I'm just going to add it on the edges so that it looks like the pink just spontaneously decided to become glittery. See that? See the difference in dimension? It's not a lot, it's just a little. Very beginner friendly. And to me, as someone who feels like there's so much in the makeup game that is new to me, I like beginner friendly because that means it's also like, it's almost foolproof. So I support foolproof. All right, so, and then if you're someone who is comfortable with an inner corner highlight, which I am, you can either use the exact same shade you used, which would be this rose gold, or you can use something a little bit brighter like Fairy or Glistening. I think I'm going to go in with Fairy. And for that, I'm going to go in actually with this little flat brush. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Just there. Not too much, just a little bit, just to catch the light and open the eye. Then, using the same brush, I'm going to go into Dusty Rose and then Burnt Orange and do my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with some black liner and I'm just going to tight line really quickly. I probably should have done this before I did my lower lash line, but it's okay. I'm just going to do it on the inside of my lash and just give some thickening to the lash line. Let's do some mascara. Nothing real special to see here. I'm not going to do any lashes today just because I feel like lashes they're not super beginner friendly. If you'd like to see a video on how I have started to do my lashes, then absolutely let me know down in the comments, or yeah, just let me know and I'll give that a shot for you. But I'm just going to go in with a lash curler and some mascara. This is from Trustique. It comes with a lash curler on the end, and then the mascara is on the other end. D-Slick from Urban Decay. We're doing okay. All right, I'm gonna zoom you out. I'm gonna take the hair down and we're gonna do the lip and that's gonna be it. I don't know why I did it like that. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so there of course are several nude options that I could do, but since I was so nude and so subdued on the rest of my face for every day, I wanna do something bright. Is that okay? Oh, okay, so this may be controversial for each day, but it's not opaque, so I feel like you should take a risk. This is the Fenty Poutscicle in Purpsecicle or Purpscicle. Such a cute name. All right, so we're gonna put this on. On a summer day, when I'm a little bit in a hurry and I will be in the sun and I don't mind a little glow and I like a little pop, this is what I wear. Now, if you are not doing this kind of hot girl summer kind of a look, you can always go in with the Ellery lipstick in the shade Netta. This is from ColourPop. And you just do this instead. This is a nice opaque nude, really, really pretty. I'm not gonna put her on, but I'll show you what color she is. She's that color, can you see? Yeah, it's like the perfect, like, peachy, creamy, neutral nude. It's honestly like a banger. And then also there's the Boss Gloss from Oma Beauty in the shade Passion. It's a similar tone. It's a little bit deeper, but it's also more opaque. So yeah, there's less opaque rather. So there's that. So that is the end of this quick, lightweight, beginner-friendly makeup beat. Like, you look snatched, but it didn't take that much work. And that's key, because your girl likes it quick. I like it quick and I like it efficient, so I can get on with the rest of my day. Yeah. If you enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more like this, you know, slightly foolproof, but definitely beginner-friendly looks, go down to the bottom, comment, let me know. Absolutely subscribe and become a member of the Shelby Ruth family. Tell your friends. Follow me on Instagram. I could get on Twitter if you want to follow me there. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Ciao for now.